Welcome to Catamount Football with Coach Matt Land. I'm Bill Mayo, and on this week's show we're going to take a look back at the Northwest game and also talk a little bit about the homecoming matchup with the Lafayette Ramblers. So stay right here, back with more Catamount Football in just a minute.
Hi, my name is Charles R. Hicks Sr. I'm the owner of AAA Transformers, Transmission, and Complete Auto Repair. This is my son, CJ. You well know us for remanufacturing your transmission, but did you also know we are a brake, AC, and tune-up specialist? Our brakes come with a lifetime warranty on pads and shoes. So don't just trust your vehicle to anyone. Come to AAA Transformers, Transmission, and Complete Auto Repair, where we can make it stop, we can make it go, we can make it shift, and we can make it cold. Check us out on our website at AAATransformers.com.
When is the last time you have compared your car, life, or health insurance cost? At Advanced Insurance Strategies, we know your time is valuable. Therefore, we have developed AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com. You can now go online anytime, anywhere, and get quick and easy quotes for your car, life, or health insurance from respected companies such as Blue Cross Blue Shield of Georgia, Assurant Health, Alliant Health Plans, and Drive Insurance from Progressive. Receive unparalleled customer service from a local insurance agency while using AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com.
Welcome back to Catamount Football, and Coach Land, it's hard to believe that we're talking about week 6 of the season. But what an awesome atmosphere Friday night up at Northwest, and a terrific game too. Everybody that was there certainly got their money's worth, didn't they?
Well, it was a great atmosphere for a game that even in the temperature was great. And you looked out there and you had however many fans. I've heard everything from 6,000 to 10,000, but there's a lot of orange. Our credits to those guys. They turned out, and right. I think they bought T-shirts and sold T-shirts and all that. But I really want to thank our fans. Our fans turned out great. Probably one of the best fan bases that we've had in a while. I mean, they were loud. They were into the game. They were 10 deep on the track. I looked over, and of course the fans were filled up. There were some fans sitting in with the band. That's Friday night football, right. And I think it was good to kind of welcome that back. You don't get a lot of those games nowadays, it seems like, so it was good to have that back. And like I said, on top of that, just a great atmosphere.
And a great game. I mean, very back and forth. Northwest jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Our kids had the opportunity at that point to pack it in and say, hey, this is not our year, but no sign of that from our guys.
No,
right?
Not at all, and that's a credit to our coaches and to our players. Our coaches did a good job of keeping the kids focused. We knew, we talked about this. I remember, sitting in there in the coaches' area before the game. We'd gotten a little too much into the emotion of the game. We didn't really separate that out, and I think that it took us a couple of drives, and we knew in fact, one of the guys turned to me and said, "Coach, you said this was going to happen. It could happen because quick strike-paced offense, right. And they did. They got their points. We knew they'd get their points. But a great job of our offense of coming back and responding after the second touchdown." And then just defensively maintaining a bend, don't break. I mean, you got to give up something. Great offenses, you can't stop everything. We made a decision that we felt like if we could take away some of the passing game, force them into running the ball, we knew we'd have to give it up. I hate to see 4- and 5-yard chunks, but that's better than 35- and 45-yard touchdowns. So we were able to maintain our game plan. Our offense always responded, and I think that was the key. Even if it was just picking up first or a couple of first downs and moving the ball out so that we didn't have a short field to have to defend. So great, and special teams was sound again. Not really any breakdowns. We had one 20-something yard return on our on a kickoff, which just brought it out to 35. So those are the kind of things when you can manage the game play by play. I thought our coaches and our players did an outstanding job.
The 2-minute situation, very unusual 2-minute offense, ground and pound 2-minute offense.
Yeah, there's not many teams that have that run the ball on a 2-minute drive 7 of the last 8 plays. But we were trying to establish a few things inside. They were playing their safeties deep. They were playing us to pass, which conventionally, I think yesterday on Saturday, every team probably did except for us. But Coach Napier and our offensive coaches did an outstanding job of taking what they were giving us. We stayed with a couple of inside plays. Peyton did a great job on a couple of reads that it could have gone either way, but he just kind of played with the feel. And then at the end of the day, Kiko coming in and great snap out of Grant, great hold out of Nathan, and just a really focused kick out of Kiko, and great protection. They loaded up both sides, which is dangerous, but at the same time, like I said, but a great job, and Kiko puts it right down the middle.
it's much easier to manage that 2-minute situation when you've got all 3 timeouts in your pocket, and that really helped. Not having used those timeouts, we were able to not be in a rush, not worry about having to try to hurry up and do something.
Absolutely.
We had those timeouts. Right?
Well, and you were on the offensive headset. It's a whole different play call when you know if you get sacked, if you get tackled in bounds, if you get if you throw a pass that's just that not the pass you want, and you wind up getting caught in the middle of the field, you can stop the clock. And that kind of kept all the options on the table. And like I said, I think our coaches did a great job of calling. But more importantly, I think the players did great. You're going to watch on that. 2 of those runs may be the best blocking by those 5 guys from a synchronization standpoint that you can imagine. I mean, it's kick out, fold, or it's block down, kick out, and everybody. But it's not just in the first level; it's the second level and the third level. You see young kids, Zeke coming in from the backside, Peter Sigmund coming in from the play side, getting on the safeties, which allowed us to get another 10 or 12 yards with Kelvis running the ball. So it all just comes together, and that's why it's a team game.
Absolutely, very exciting game, and just a tremendous team victory.
No doubt.
All phases working together.
Absolutely.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Catamount football after these messages.
Wood, $2.99. Wood, $1.59. Set. Mike Jones here, and you better blitz to Carpet Express. We have 3/4-inch hardwood for $2.99 a square foot. We have engineered wood for $1.59 a square foot. And to help you reach your goal to put wood in your home, Carpet Express is offering a 25-cent a square foot rebate. So rush into Carpet Express while supplies last, because everybody's out to get their quarterback.
We're back on Catamount Football with our players interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. Introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Kiko Rodriguez, junior, number 14. I'm the kicker.
Number 11, Edamora, junior. I play fullback, safety, and punter.
All right, Kiko, let's start with you. Big kick Friday night in the game.
Yes,
Describe kind of what you were feeling and what you were thinking during that process of getting ready to hit that kick.
Well, I was a bit nervous actually, but I mean, big crowd, a lot of people. But I mean, the coaches helped me to calm down and just swing it through, like in practice, like how they told me.
Yeah. Tell me, when Coach Robinson called those back-to-back timeouts, did you knew it was coming, right? You knew they were going to do it.
Yes, sir. But I mean, just stay loose. They try to ice me, I guess. But
right. Yeah.
Just stay loose.
It was certainly obviously a big play in the game, and I thought you did a great job of just maintaining. Did you feel them coming at you when I know you'd gotten hit earlier in the game on a field goal attempt. Do you feel them coming at you, or you just block that out of your mind, the rush?
I just block everything out, not the crowd. I don't hear nothing, just the post.
So, talk about when you got started kicking football. What kind of brought you to the team? What brought you into football?
My 8th grade year, I think it was actually Ed, the one that they were like telling me you should play football, and that's when I think I was a corner back in middle school, and he was a kicker, and I kicked 2 as well. And my freshman year, I kicked 2 with the freshman and JV, and then as my sophomore, the Julio, he left, so there's a spot open.
All right, we've got 3 kickers, and you guys all do a great job working around. Talk about your kicking teammates there too. Tell us about them a little bit.
Well, Pepe, he specializes in kickoff.
He's got to be the biggest kicker in the region, I think, don't you?
Yes, sir. And Isai does a little bit of everything. He does.
Isai, he kicks a lot he's a sophomore. He kicks a lot for the JV team. Does a great job of kicking off and kicking extra points. And I think he kicked the game winner in a game last year.
Versus Cedartown.
Yeah, Cedartown. So is that the best feeling Friday night? That kick?
It really was. Never had something like that. It's really special.
I certainly appreciate everything you do, That was a big kick, and the ones before it too, the extra points. Great job, and thanks for coming on. All right, Eder, let's talk to you. You're kind of a jack of all trades guy for us. Talk about the different. Everybody sees you on defense, but you'll come in and play some offense and do a lot of different things. Punt. Talk about the different roles, the different hats you wear for the team.
Well, as fullback, we all know that you're more of a design blocker instead of more of a running back. So everyone has their own assignments. I just focus on using good technique to open the hole for Kelvis. And as a defensive back, there's special coverages that you have to cover on the field. So everyone has to just focus on their own assignment and make sure everything goes well and execute. And if you do that, everything works out well.
Now, we see you showing up a lot in run support. I mean, you're up there at the line of scrimmage or behind the line making tackles quite often. You seem to have a nose for the ball. I mean, what are you looking at? Talk about what you're looking at before the ball snap, because you seem to be in the right place so often making tackles. What are you looking to kind of diagnose the play and figure out what's going on?
Well, it's just you practice that during the week. You look at film and you look at certain tendencies that they have. So when I see that on the field, I react to it. And once the play starts, I obviously look at their linemen to see if they have low hat or high hat. And if they have high hat, then it's a pass, and if they low hat, then it's a run, and I just react to the ball.
Mm-hmm. A couple weeks ago, I think it was against was it Gilmer? I guess that fourth down play down there on the goal line. Mm-hmm. Door open. Here comes. It looked like the running back had a great play, and all of a sudden, boom! You stepped into that hole.
Ridgeland.
Ridgeland. Yeah, that's right. It was Ridgeland. Sorry.
Yes,
so what do you? Describe a play like that. Because everything's close and quick down there on the goal line, and but it just seemed like you just walked right in the open door right there.
It's all simple. We were doing that during practice, and it's just like practice. When you see an open door, you go through it and you make sure you clog it up. Mm-hmm. And so that's just what I did. And I did what I was taught to do.
Now, you also play a role in the kicking game. Talk about being the punter and that responsibility as well, because that's a big job also.
Well, playing on defense, I know that if the offense gets stopped, I would want the punter to obviously kick it pretty far. And if I don't kick the ball far, then I'm really mad. And versus Northwest, I didn't have a very good punting game, so I'll make sure to be working on that a lot more.
One thing I think people notice when you're punting, you catch the ball, and if there's not a rush coming, you're holding the ball and you're looking. What are you looking at when those guys are starting to peel back for the return?
Well, I'm looking at how far or how quick they bail, and if they do that quickly, then I'm looking to run the ball. So we'll see how that goes. You can kind of see that
you're thinking about it. But also, it seems like it gives our cover team an advantage. If you can hold the ball for an extra half a count, it gives those guys a chance to get further down the field, right?
Yeah, that's right. And Grant Saint, he does a great job of getting down there, and Bar too when he was still in the game. Mm-hmm. But all of our guys, they take that serious, and they know that special teams are actually a big part of the game.
Oh, very good. Well, guys, thanks for coming on the show. You're doing a great job, and look forward to seeing you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
So right here, back with more player interviews in just a minute.
Have you ever heard the term, your eyes are your expressions, the windows to your soul? But when your eyelids look tired and they start to sag, it will make you look much older than you actually are. There is a simple surgical procedure called a blepharoplasty or eyelid tuck, which can help to rejuvenate and redefine the contours around your eyelids. It will even improve your fields of vision, and a portion may even be covered by insurance. We can help redefine how others see you.
Got car problems? That's no problem for AAA Transformers Transmission Specialists. Bring your foreign or domestic vehicle into AAA Transformers and have our certified master technicians perform the most comprehensive diagnostics over any other shop. AAA Transformers utilizes the latest technology, so you can rest assured that you get the proper diagnosis the first time, so only necessary repairs are made. Save time and money on all your brake, AC, tune-up, and transmission needs, all backed by the best warranty in the business. That's AAA Transformers Transmission Specialists.
We're back with our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show, and introduce yourselves, please.
I'm number 19, Peyton Veraldi, and I'm a junior.
I'm Chase Westfall, number 48. I play tight end and defensive end. I'm also a junior.
All right, Chase, let's start with you. Talk about being a tight end in the Catamount offense. You're asked to do a lot of different things. a lot of blocking duties, but also pass receiving.
Yeah, I do mostly blocking. I have to set the edge at the point of attack sometimes, and occasionally I get to go out for a pass.
But you've been catching, especially the last couple of weeks, a lot more involved in the passing offense. Talk about that side of it a little bit.
Well,
I know you like it.
Yeah, I like to go out and catch the ball.
Right.
It's about the highlight of playing tight end.
But it's kind of a double duty thing for you in practice. You got to go down and work with them when they're doing 7-on-7 drills, and then you've got to be down with us with the offensive line blocking duty. So a lot of back and forth there in practice, right?
Right. It's a whole lot to remember. That's for sure.
Talk about the game Friday night. You had a couple great catch over on the sidelines. Looked like you were headed out of bounds. Talk about that play.
Right. I ran my route, and Peyton put it right where it needed to be. I just tried to make the catch.
Kept your feet in bounds, which was big. And you also, we'll see a lot play in defense. Talk about that role and your position as defensive end.
Yeah, I play defensive end as well. Just try and do the job.
What's the main responsibility? I mean, what would you say is the number one responsibility when you're playing defensive end? What are you trying to stop?
You have to squeeze the linemen and make sure they stay off the linebackers and let them run free.
Explain what you mean by somebody who's watching that maybe doesn't understand that terminology. Explain what you mean by that.
Well, when the linemen in front of you go to release to the second level and block someone, you're supposed to hold them there and keep them from blocking the linebackers.
That lets those guys run free and make tackles. But I guess you've played in just about every game defensively.
Yes, sir.
Different positions. About how many snaps a game are you getting on defense? You think?
I'd say about 10 or 15, probably.
Yeah. I know you guys are in great. Coach Thompson does a great job with you guys being in condition. That you can pretty much not a problem, right?
No, sir.
All right, very good. Thanks for coming on. All right, Peyton, let's talk to you. Obviously, playing quarterback here early in the season, you guys were splitting time. Unfortunately, Jace got hurt. Now you've kind of had to take on all those snaps. Talk about that transition a little bit.
It changed a lot. It just really put a lot more on me and took a lot more snaps and got a lot more reps and a lot more experience.
Right. How about talk about the game Friday night? We saw you sneak the ball several times in the game for quite a few yards.
Yes, sir.
Kind of explain what was going on there.
We just saw something in their defense whenever they're in a certain formation up front that we saw that we thought we could take advantage of, and we're able to do so successfully.
Maybe not the most exciting play in football, but certainly picking up 4 or 5 yards every time you did it. That's a great start. That's a great start for us, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It is. The big boys up front, they got on the linebackers and helped me be successful in doing so.
Talk about the passing game a little bit. Threw the ball really well Friday night. Receivers caught the ball great. Kind of go through that part of it for us.
We really kind of put it all together successfully this week. The receivers ran great routes. The offensive line gave a great protection, opened up really good passing lanes, and we're just able to capitalize with that.
Yeah. I think one thing that I've noticed with our receivers the last few weeks is you're starting to see a lot of separation. They really do it, and when a receiver gets separation for a defensive back, that means he's run a really good route.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've really picked up with running our routes. They've really started to create separation, like you were saying, which only makes my job even easier.
It makes it a lot more comfortable for you throwing that out or the slant or whatever it is when they've got that separation, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about the receivers real quick. Just kind of mention that group because I thought they did a really good job Friday night.
Peter Sigmund had a clutch catch. He ran a great route. I came to him late, and he had a great catch. Zeke Cobb, somebody we try and get the ball a lot. Great
young fella, just a world of potential, right?
Yes, sir. Great playmaker. We got to get the ball in his hands more. We've got Tyler Nolan, who lines out in the slot some. Quick, fast, great route runner. And then you've got Tyler Britton and Charlie Martin, both great receivers. They just great blockers also. We've got the big man over here, the tight end.
Guys, thanks so much for coming on. You did a great job, and looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
So right here, back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
Wood, $2.99. Wood, $1.59. Set. Mike Jones here, and you better blitz to Carpet Express. We have 3/4-inch hardwood for $2.99 a square foot. We have engineered wood for $1.59 a square foot. And to help you reach your goal to put wood in your home, Carpet Express is offering a 25-cent a square foot rebate. So rush into Carpet Express while supplies last, because everybody's out to get their quarterback.
You can have it all, because you're the star with OptiLink, TV, internet, and telephone service. And VIP access to the best customer service around. Don't you deserve the star treatment?
With OptiLink.
With OptiLink.
With OptiLink,
I'm the star.
Get the star treatment with OptiLink. Sign up today.
Welcome back to Catamount Football. We've got our coaches segment. Coach Steve Sparks. Coach, welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here.
All right. Why don't you talk a little bit about, you do multiple duties with the Catamount football team. Why don't you talk a little bit about your responsibilities and what all you do for us?
Well, I coach the offensive backs in practice. Sometimes come down and coagulate with you a little bit with the offensive line, and we run plays together. Also, I'm the head 9th grade coach, and so managing what you call the Yellow Ducks as well, and I guess now the Black Panthers, just that we've got 2 over there.
The freshmen wear yellow jerseys in practice, and the freshman offensive players, freshman defensive players wear black jerseys.
Right.
So there's the Yellow Ducks for us on offense.
Yellow Ducks, maybe the Black Ducks. I don't know,
right.
But Ducks anyway. But we have a great time with those guys, and of course, sometimes it help you a little bit with the JV as well. So it's a lot of fun.
You also get involved with the equipment with Coach Bennett.
Oh, absolutely.
So multiple hats, right?
Unending.
Right. That is a big job in itself. Talk a bit about that. I mean, because that's such a big responsibility, and you guys do such a great job of making sure our kids are outfitted and safe, and it's such an important thing, right?
I think probably the major thing is the wash, and getting the wash done each week. It's amazing how much laundry that 120 kids can come up with in a given week, and we have a nice little strap that they put it on, and then we take all of that laundry and in about 6 grocery baskets each week and shuttle them into the laundry room where we have 1 washer and 1 dryer, and put it through the process of cleaning and disinfecting and all that stuff, and it all comes back clean to the boys.
Absolutely. Talk about your position group a little bit. I see you over there demonstrating for Kelvis how to do some of those spin moves and stiff arms, and
right.
You taught him all that, right?
Absolutely, every bit of it. And I was watching a guy on television yesterday, and they were talking about how he's slid and everything, and they were comparing him to Barry Sanders. Coaching Kelvis is the Barry Sanders school of offense. You just say run faster, and keep running.
But dude, talk about your guys a little bit, the position group, because you got really two different. Well, you got the tailbacks, and then you got the fullbacks, and they've got a huge piece of our offense, right?
Well, we have been kind of banged up. Kelvis has had the shoulder injury and then the hamstring injury. That's been kind of a thing recently. Jacob Bartu is out with a high ankle sprain. We missed him on Friday night. There are things that each one does. Tyler Nolan, very specifically, is our best zone runner and our best jet back as well. And so each one has his own strength. And, it's like you and I were saying on the headphones the other night. We've got guys who are best at blocking on the corner. And we know we've identified those strengths,
Right.
and so we know how to play to those strengths now.
Got Logan Pender,
Logan Pender,
and he's been doing some dual duty playing,
he's
fullback
injured as well.
and tight end, and broke his wrist the other day.
Seems like we've got enough injuries to go around. He has a broken wrist and did it exploding into a guy as he was blocking. But Logan is very good at kicking the end out. He's very good at quick sweeps. He's very good also at leading up in the line at linebackers as well.
Good trap runner.
On them. Good trap runner. He's part of our component that we call the Buffalo offense as well, or guerrilla offense, I should say. Formerly the Buffalo offense.
Well, before we close out here, talk about your family a little bit. Let's update us on what's going on there.
My wife is Susan. She works at Christian Heritage and is the librarian over there. She's been there since the inception of the school, and we have 3 children. Drew is our oldest. He and his wife Daphne live here in Dalton. He's in the Navy Reserve and has been active, about to go on some more active duty, going and chasing bad guys for the U.S. Navy.
Certainly appreciate his service.
Absolutely, and then Missy, my oldest, is married to Colby Duckett, a former Catamount, and they live in Augusta, where he has gone to Medical College of Georgia, and she works for one of the big doctors there. They are hoping that he is in his last rotation and going to gain residency where he is now, and that's in Birmingham. So
okay.
Hopefully that's going to work out. Abby, the youngest, is still going to Dalton, still trying to finish college, and hopefully she's going to be a math teacher. So.
Well, very good. Well, thanks for coming on, and thanks for everything you do for the program. We certainly appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Stay right here, back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
When the diagnosis is cancer, you want the best. Advanced surgical, radiation, and chemotherapy treatment, all available under one roof, a center large enough to treat advanced or complex cases. A dedicated team of physicians, nurses, and therapists treating each patient the way they would want to be treated. It's all here at Hamilton Regional Cancer Institute. Hamilton Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
A restaurant should be more than just a place to eat. Enjoy community, tradition, and unbeatable home-style cooking at the Oakwood Cafe, located in historic downtown Dalton. Our food, fair prices, and friendly staff have made the Oakwood Cafe one of the fastest-growing businesses in Georgia. We offer catering services that can bring our distinctive flavor anywhere. We also provide the opportunity to team up with us through franchising. Whether you're a newcomer or a regular, stop by and have the dining experience you've needed. Come feel at home with us at the Oakwood Cafe.
Have you ever heard the term, your eyes are your expressions, the windows to your soul? But when your eyelids look tired and they start to sag, it will make you look much older than you actually are. There is a simple surgical procedure called a blepharoplasty or eyelid tuck, which can help to rejuvenate and redefine the contours around your eyelids. It will even improve your fields of vision, and a portion may even be covered by insurance. We can help redefine how others see you.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Outback. I want to put my name on the list. There's no place like Outback. With call-ahead seating,
Nelson?
just call up, get on the list, and you'll be seated in no time. Outback's call-ahead seating.
All right, Coach, we've got the highlight segment here. It was a terrific atmosphere like we were talking up in Tunnel Hill Friday night. Beautiful setting and great weather, and here comes our captain, Zoe.
Absolutely. These guys just did a great job during the game leading our team, and had done a great job during the week leading our team, getting them prepared for this game. We knew coming into this game we would get the very best that Northwest would play, and we were asking our players to be sure that they got the very best that we had. And great crowd. Appreciate all of our fans coming back again, and just like I said, gave us an electric atmosphere.
Starting out with a little sweet play there. Kelvis, tough running. Number 9 right there is a good player for them.
Very good player, that's right.
Our early decision here, 4th and short. Not a lot of hesitation, not a lot of question, just decided to go for it. And Peyton does a nice job of finding the seam right there on the quarterback sneak and just slipping right through it.
He does, and that's one of those plays. That's I don't even, unless we're on the 1, I don't know if I'm gonna give a lot of. Now look right here, great play right here by this young man. He makes a lot of things happen. This is just us missing tackles, and like I said, I think we were too much into the emotion of the game, and great effort by those 3 guys right there to get down there. And like I said, my hat's off to him. Just a simple tunnel screen, and it was definitely a highlight for them.
Yep. Kick. I thought this thing was going to go out of bounds. Tyler does a nice job of fielding it though, and takes it all the way across the field. Get just a block in the back right there, and. I'm not sure I like that call, but they felt the need to call it on that possession and on that time, so that's just what we had to deal with. Peyton does a nice job of avoiding a little pressure there, and good throw and catch to Chase Westfall.
Yeah, Chase has provided a really nice target for Peyton. Big body.
Number 9 right there is definitely going to be a college player, and he's a good one.
He is a good one, and he has a couple little things different about his game. You were mentioning about how he'd step back sometimes and almost olay the blocker, and he's quick enough to make it back up. So yeah, very good player, very good player.
Good kick by Eder.
Very sound. We had great protection the other night, good snaps, and then like I said, the bigger thing is just Eder does a great job of maintaining possession of the ball. And then coming up and making tackles.
That's right.
That's the other thing that's good about Eder. So, this right here is a series where they come out and, good pursuit right there by Jordan Keener. We had some guys that played very well as far as in our interior line. I know a lot of people looked at it and say, well, wait a minute, they rushed the ball X many times for X many yards. Well, yeah, that's right. And they didn't throw 70 passes like they've been thrown together. They only threw 19 passes, completed 10 of 19 passes. And so we felt like by running them kind of induced them into a part of the game that we were familiar with. And, at the end of the day, I can tell you this, I would rather cover a pass from the 10-yard line than I would from the 40-yard line.
Right.
A lot more territory you got to cover. So we'll like I said, we'll take that. Great job right here. They went into their little Wildcat package, put their quarterback outside, and go up 14-0.
Yeah, we're running the option here, and Peyton does a nice job of reading it, and has about a 50-something yard run here, and just not quite fast enough to get away from number 2
and
there.
He was aware.
Great run.
Yeah, number 2 had done they were very selfish, and I think one of the things coming in that we had talked about was the fact, this game we had no turnovers. Northwest had 1 turnover. Proved to be one of the differences in the game. But here he was conscientious. He knew that those guys came like to come up and rip the ball out. And you know what? He took his yards, got what he could, and protected the ball. That's a great quarterback play, great football play.
So start the second quarter here, just a little power play up the middle, and Kelvis does a nice job of running and get a horse collar penalty there on top of it.
Well, I like it when they throw them forward for about 3 yards. Yeah. So that's a great tackle. We like those kind of tackles. Now instead of at the 5, we're down at the 2. So I like that tackling drill for the other team.
Again, quarterback sneak for the touchdown. Good job by the fellas up front of a nice surge there, and Peyton just slithering right through there for the
Absolutely.
touchdown.
All defenses give you something. If there's something that if there's something they do well, they're giving us something. And our defense is the same way. And, they obviously, our offensive coaches, you guys did an outstanding job of recognizing some of the things they were giving up by being a good defense. And we were able to take advantage of a couple of those things. Good job by Pepe. Good job there by Lyle. Lyle does a great job right there. That's just old trap play. We put a little change in there, slanted down with Chase, and Lyle comes up and stuffs that guy right there in the hole. Just a great job. Right here you'll see good pursuit. They come back and run a screen, and that's number one's calling card. He likes to take that thing and come back inside and take advantage of your over pursuit. Our coaches did a good job after that first one of bringing our guys back down to speed and say, look, break down. We may give him some yards going forward, but we're not going to give him that home run coming back.
Traded a couple of punts there, got a 3 and out by Northwest, and then we weren't able to do anything with it after the punt exchange.
This is clearly one of I think one of the most critical moments in this game. And this is a great job right here. Our guys stayed at home. Eder, of course, if it's a great side to go, but he throws the ball right here, and this is their best athlete, probably against our best athlete. And thankfully Jordan went up, got about 6 inches higher. The great picture in the paper showed him right at the apex of the catch, and was able to make that catch. And I tell you, Jordan has really matured for us and become a great corner. He's stride for stride with him and just has great position. Goes up, gets the ball. Just a great job. And the only turnover of the game, and it proved to be, because to me, I'm more proud of now what's about to happen is what you guys are going to do offensively.
Right. Yeah, big momentum swing there. A lot of coaches have this philosophy, and you can see Northwest is going for kind of a home run ball right there, and then we get it back, and there's Eder just running on a little belly play.
Great job right there.
Yes.
Peyton.
And good throw, again, a good throw and catch to Chase Westfall. Chase came up big Friday night, made several key catches. You can see Peyton does a good job of getting away from the pressure.
Got his shoulders around, good safe throw, 6-yard gain. Great job. And it's really about a 10-yard gain because he's about 4 yards by the line of scrimmage.
Right. Good protection here. Just Peter Stigman was just absolutely wide open, busted coverage or something, because he was running free down the field.
But you guys had seen that in the box, and I think you realized there was a little something that you guys could do that took advantage and made it. They were playing their safeties hard. They actually were playing a cover 3 out of a cover 2, and were trying to cheat that safety up. And so you guys threw a little bait out there.
They were keeping pretty much 7 in the box all the time. Toss sweep with Kelvis. Does a nice job just picking up a couple of tough yards right there.
I'm proud of our
a little
offense.
Trap play, touchdown. Good job by the guys up front of keeping their feet going and staying on their blocks.
Absolutely.
And Eder driving in the end zone.
Has a good defense.
Yeah.
But you guys did a great job of controlling the line up front. Good job there.
Absolutely.
Good to see Evan Stewart back in the game with us this week. He did a good job.
He did after having come back from a little back issue. So now it's 14-14. Crowd's excited.
Absolutely.
Our kids are excited.
The student section there signed. Never a bad thing. Great kick right here. Just, that's so pivotal right here. Great job by Chipper and Lyle right there. Jake Rockhold played a great game as well. I tell you, we're getting some really good minutes from Uriel Perez. I've mentioned him the last couple of weeks. Kind of one of those unsung guys. But you see right here, this is why Chase is in there. Chase has the ability to make some of those big plays. He's got that big rangy body. And like I said, great job right here by our defense, putting the ball, making sure they don't score, but our offense responded, making it 14-0.
We'll be back with the second half highlights after these messages.
When is the last time you have compared your car, life, or health insurance cost? At Advanced Insurance Strategies, we know your time is valuable. Therefore, we have developed AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com. You can now go online anytime, anywhere, and get quick and easy quotes for your car, life, or health insurance from respected companies such as Blue Cross Blue Shield of Georgia, Assurant Health, Alliant Health Plans, and Drive Insurance from Progressive. Receive unparalleled customer service from a local insurance agency while using AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com.
All right, Coach, we're back with the second half highlights. Went down and made a few adjustments at halftime. We changed a few things with some of the blocking schemes and got ready to go for the second half.
Great job there by Jordan Keener. You know, we had slanted a little bit during the first part of the game, and they had taken advantage of us slanting, and we played them just straight up, mano-a-mano, and just a great job there of Jordan Keener stuffing their center, and also Jake Rocco coming up right there. Once again, another great hit by Lyle, and our linebackers were very, you know, we'd given them pretty tough task this week, which was, look, they're going to run the ball in there and hammer you. Don't let it break. Just don't let it break. They take it down and score in the open possession, make it 21, and then there's one great job right here at Kelvis responding.
Come back with a power play there. Changed a few things blocking-wise in the second half. Some things the offensive line, which I really like that those kids were seeing.
Oh, yeah.
And they picked up a little speed option look here.
Well, they did a great job communicating to you guys, too. I slipped over there and listened to some of y'all's conversation, and they were very clear. Jake Roberts, you see right there, just a great block, man.
Yep. Good hard running by Virali there.
Absolutely.
Here comes Kelvis again. See Eder making a nice block. Juan Pacheco downfield blocking.
Peter Sigmund downfield.
There's Jake Roberts down there. A lot of guys getting down the field, moving their feet and staying on their blocks. There's Hayden Gross. Second look at it here from the field level.
Great at second effort right there as well. I mean, he could have, that's one of those Michael Dyer plays. I love the way we use Tyler Nolan there right now. I mean, you guys bring him in at such a, just a great time, and he's fresh legs, burst.
Chris Hicks making a block. Tyler's like a little changeup. You know, pitcher's throwing fastball, and all of a sudden here comes your changeup guy. There's another quarterback sneak by Viraldi. Toss sweep here. Coat out in front.
Great job running behind his pads there.
Good hard running.
Safety.
Sweep again. Stick it in the end zone. So
that was a great job.
Yeah, that was a good drive. Good tie game.
Good job of Gross getting out there and getting in front of that. That was a great job right here. He just gets out there and just gets a great push.
Eder's got the kick out on that. Kelvis is so good at staying behind his guys and being patient behind the blockers and filling in. There's our crowd excited.
Good to have everybody there tonight. What a great thing. Great job there at Kiko coming in and putting the ball down. So we tied up 21. Defense comes back out on the field, and once again, here was an example of we tried to slow ourselves up just a little bit. He still is able to make a little move. So he's a great little athlete. Most people don't think there's a place for a guy 5'8", 140 pounds on the field. He proves that there is a place for him.
Absolutely.
For sure. They did a very good job of running this speed option on us all night. That was the one thing that I think they found that they could have a little success with against our defense, the way we were kind of asking our kids to play some things. Just a great job there, great break by Elijah Stedman's coming underneath. Good job of our punt return team. Here, we're able to get just a great little push. And like I said, when you just picking up 10 yards, that's 10 yards. You don't have to pick up on offense.
Well, better yet, fielding the football.
Absolutely.
Tyler does a great job of fielding the ball. And,
he does.
And doesn't let the thing roll 20 yards the next 20 yards.
Good point. So great job of our defense. Our offense goes basically 3 and out. We flip it over here. Defense comes in. And, once again, they're hard running. But great job of Eder coming up. He kind of has the opportunity to come in and be the hammer quite a few times. And he did that a couple times the other night.
So flip the field and tie it up.
Yeah, this was a great call by Coach Carpenter. This is a tendency call. We made a little bit of a risk by bringing outside linebacker Elijah Stedman, as you see, forces an early pass. Really wanted the turnover there, but Jordan McKinney has a great pass breakup.
Well, another half step, and that's a pick six.
You ain't kidding. I remember one by Cole Bennett like that one time, if you remember that. So great job there.
Come back on the offense again, a little option look, and Peyton running the ball. Kelvis just popping one up the middle.
This is like out of a cannon.
Yep. Good blocking by the guys up front. And good job of hanging on to the ball.
And that's what I was talking about earlier about how they're selfish. I mean, they want that ball. Those defensive guys. And Kelvis and Peyton on that play that we looked at earlier does a great job of protecting the ball, feeling the pressure, and then right there, bam, okay, the run's over, now protect the ball. Because they've probably had 6 or 7 turnovers during the season by just when you get in that last little thing. Great job right here.
Attempt a field goal, and Kiko gets hit pretty good. So we get the ball back. Nice blocking and just a great run by Kelvin.
And that's the way you respond.
Yep.
Offense was giving the ball back, great opportunity to come back, and that's our, that's what we like right there. Just take the ball and pound right
Chris
out of it.
Hicks, nice job of kicking out there.
That was a great block.
Kick out block.
Yeah, great job by Chris Hicks. And then this may have been one of the plays of the game.
Yeah.
Our second group, Tyler Britton Holder and Isai Rodriguez comes in and puts the ball down, and Isai Hernandez and makes just a great kickoff. I mean, literally, you said the ball was almost laying on his side. So this is important right here. We knew our defense needed to come back in and do something here. They forced a scramble, and you just can't have the ball that long. But just an outstanding job, Chris Childs. Chris is a guy that we don't talk about a lot because he's just doing his job. And a lot of times teams will go away from him. They want to pick on the sophomore. And he just does a great job. See some sliding around. The old turf was getting wet, but a great job there. First of all, of Eder staying at home, and then Chris being there in position.
This is where we had it. If I was disappointed in one thing, this was it. We had a chance to finish the game and put it out, and we couldn't do it. We couldn't run out the clock, so we give it back to them.
This is a big hit by Eder. I mean, this is what you play defensive back for. I mean, the guy catches the ball, but they do their job here. They take the ball, move it down the field, and just stayed with their game plan, which was running it inside, which technically was our game plan too. If you're not throwing the ball, you're checking down to that run game. So we felt we could manage the game a little bit better. This play right here, I hate this play because of the fact this was the play we told them was coming. When you say, but it just, when you get out there playing, it's different.
So tie game, 2 minutes and 6 seconds, and here we come with a 2-minute offense.
Our illustrious 2 minute.
Like we talked, we had all 3 timeouts, and so you knew you had the ability to do some things.
Great block in there.
Here's Peyton. What a great catch by Chase Westphal.
This play, this was as good a high school throw and catch as you could have. And I tell you, but what said it was the protection. The protection was great. You see right there, clearly they're taking away their best pass rusher.
Chase does a nice job of getting his feet down, inbounds. Little officials do a good job of seeing it. Here comes back again with another run, little option run. Yep, great read.
Great job of our block, Dakota Tankersley downfield right there, just wearing that guy. Good.
Here comes. We found something we liked with that blocking scheme in the second half, and Kelvis, I don't know, he probably had the majority of his rushing yards in the second half.
He did.
After we made those adjustments, and those guys do a great job of executing it. Everybody does, the whole offense.
Great kick out there again, Hayden Gross.
Moving the ball down the field.
And then I love this play.
Yep.
You guys run
little speed sweep
with
Nolan there down to about the 20-something yard line, and you got Kelvis again down to about the 6 or 7 yard line, and here's the field goal by Kiko.
Yep, just a great job right there. They iced him with 2 timeouts. We had talked about the fact in high school you can't do that. You can call timeouts back to back. And once again, just a great job. Good solid snap, good solid kick, good hold. So
good to see the guys celebrating.
Absolutely, good to see emotion. I was glad to see the way that they celebrated, though. That's a great thing about our team. A lot of class, a lot of character celebrating. With their players, and that's good.
Out there jumping on Kiko, and
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You get that, many times. Great job, just a great job by our coach staff, our players, and our fans. Just thanks to all those guys that came out to the game.
Wood, $2.99. Wood, $1.59. Set. Mike Jones here, and you better blitz to Carpet Express. We have 3/4-inch hardwood for $2.99 a square foot. We have engineered wood for $1.59 a square foot. And to help you reach your goal to put wood in your home, Carpet Express is offering a 25-cent a square foot rebate. So rush into Carpet Express while supplies last, because everybody's out to get their quarterback.
When your doctor recommends an MRI, CT scan, or other diagnostic study, you should know that not all imaging centers offer the same level of quality. Hamilton Diagnostic Center's advanced digital imaging technology reduces radiation dosages, limits retakes, and allows same-day turnaround on your imaging results. Each study is read and reviewed by our expert team of specialty radiologists. who often collaborate on complex cases. Hamilton Diagnostic Center, your health is our mission.
Back on Catamount football with a scouting report. Got the Lafayette Ramblers coming to town, Coach, and you know these kind of games are a little tricky. You've got a new coach, so you look at their early season record, and it's not real great, but they're now getting to the point where they know his system, they understand what's going on, and this is where teams like this get dangerous.
Right. Coach Gable, when he was there last year and the last 4 or 5 years that he's been there, they were, multiple eye, a lot like us, would run the ball, tackle to tackle, and then give you a good sweep. They had good speed. Coach Fisher's now come in with the system that he was running at Gordon Central, and it's now a spread system. Right. So if we have an advantage, it is the fact that we've now played coming off of the game this week, and then going back and looking at some of the other spread teams we played. So we've got some practice history. We've got some, like I said, big thing is coming off of this game this week and going to see very, very similar offense. But you're right, we don't have any tendencies. We don't have any, all you have is the film that you have, and they're dramatically different 3 weeks ago than they are, this week. So, that's something that we're just going to have to do. We're just going to have to look at that film and kind of piece together what we feel they'll do. I tell you, in weeks like this, you look as much at what's been happening to you because they're getting the same film and looking at you and saying, okay, where's that Dalton defense weakness? Where's the Dalton offense weakness? And have to believe that that's what they're going to be. So this is a week we're going to have to work on everything.
They're 3-4 defensively. Got some guys that can run. They got some long, lean guys at defensive end and some linebackers that can run. Right. They get after folks on defense.
Well, and the thing that Lafayette's always had, and you can go back before you and I even were playing, Lafayette has always had athletes.
Right.
There's as many names over there as there are names over here, and so we look back.
About 27 Suttles that have gone to college today, all over the Southeast.
They're all over, that's right. I think there's one been in the Olympics, but you look at it, and the reality is they still got athletes. Right. And so to look at a schedule, to look at a record is very disingenuous this week. This is a week where they can athletically play with anybody they've played against, and I think what you said earlier, they're playing in a new system. There's not probably been a lot of confidence in that system, but they're beginning to have some success now. They're beginning to hit some big, long passes, hit some tunnel screens. So like I said, we're going to have to look at how we've played it, see what they're going to take from that, and then we've got to get better at those things.
We'll have to keep our eyes on Coach Thompson. He's an old Rambler.
That's exactly right.
He may come out in that car running around the track this week. We'll have to watch for that, won't we?
That's exactly right.
Stay right here with more Catamount football in just a minute.
A restaurant should be more than just a place to eat. Enjoy community, tradition, and unbeatable home-style cooking at the Oakwood Cafe, located in historic downtown Dalton. Our food, fair prices, and friendly staff have made the Oakwood Cafe one of the fastest-growing businesses in Georgia. We offer catering services that can bring our distinctive flavor anywhere. We also provide the opportunity to team up with us through franchising. Whether you're a newcomer or a regular, stop by and have the dining experience you've needed. Come feel at home with us at the Oakwood Cafe.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
You can have it all because you're the star with OptiLink, TV, internet, and telephone service, and VIP access to the best customer service around. Don't you deserve the star treatment?
With OptiLink.
With OptiLink.
With OptiLink,
I'm the star.
Get the star treatment with OptiLink. Sign up today.
All right, Coach Land, we've come to the end of another show here. Talk a little bit about homecoming this week. So a lot of events going on at the high school.
We do. We have a lot of things going on this week. Our homecoming queen in her court, our coronation will be on Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock. So we want to be sure that all the Dalton fans and parents are all aware of that. And then on Friday will be our pep session, recognizing our classes, our 20, 30, and 40-year, 50, 60, 80-year classes that are out there. Want to invite all of them back for the pep session on Friday. Probably should be there sometime around, I think, it starts about 2:45. And then there'll be the parade. The homecoming parade downtown, which is a great event.
Absolutely.
That's to be exciting, kind of get everybody excited.
Rode in that several times.
That's right, that's right.
Threw candy out the window.
That's right. And then, of course, Friday night, which is what we need to remember, that's the game. That's what we'll, game behind 7:30 here at the stadium. There'll be a few recognitions that'll happen there as well. Dance Saturday night, and just hope everybody has a good, safe weekend and has a good time.
Absolutely. You got a little bit more emphasis on keeping the kids focused and no distractions this week with all the events going on. All the people going to be patting them on the back.
Yeah,
how good you are. What a great team.
Yeah, this is as a coach, this is the week we're in our worst mood. We do not like this week. This is a week where there are distractions, galore. And but our kids notoriously have always been very good at staying focused this week. They know that this for us. All that pageantry and everything is for everybody else. The game's for us. And we're going to be focused. We'll be ready to play. We are coming off of a big victory, which I want our kids to be told, how good they did and all that. But this is our biggest game. This game this week is bigger than last week's game, and it'll be bigger than next week's game because it's the game we're playing this week. So we'll have our kids focused. Our young men will be ready to play, and we'll go out and take that next step, and that's all it is, a next step toward that region championship that we've set as our goal.
And I think it's such an important message just for them to after an emotional game on last Friday night, to get refocused, reset the clock, and let's move forward.
Well, Nick Saban, as an Auburn guy, it pains me to refer to Nick Saban, but I think what he says he allows his team 48 hours to enjoy winning a championship, and then next year starts on Monday. Right. And I think our guys understand that. I think they understand that, hey, this is a great victory, but it was 1 week's game. It was just a game. Great game, important game, but it was just a game. This is the big game. This is the big game, the Lafayette Ramblers.
Well, let's wrap up like we always do. Say we'll be back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.
Go Big Red.